Want to know the 3 things that I did to start taking my subscribers, my traffic, and ultimately my sales through the roof for my personal brand in just the last 2 to 3 months? Well, stay tuned. We're going to go through it in this video. Alright, what's going on, marketers? Jordan Steen, serial entrepreneur here, and in this video, like I mentioned, we're going to talk about how I was able to take my channel from roughly 300 to 400 subscribers per month to now we're approaching 1,000 plus subscribers per month, and that's super exciting. Number one, because that means more traffic to our website, to our videos that we're creating, which ultimately means more sales, more conversion, and that's what we're going to show you. You know, we've seen huge spikes in our subscriber rate, which has meant more traffic, which means more people spending more time on my videos, which means that ultimately the courses that we sell, the product that we promote with our influencer brand is going to receive more traffic, which means more sales. So that's awesome for us. And we're going to show you 3 things that I did here over the last several months that have kind of changed the complete feel and engagement and involvement with my brand on YouTube. All right, so, and if you stay tuned towards the end of the video, we're actually going to give you a tool that I've used that has been, you know, exponentially beneficial to my business. Like, it would not, all of the things that I'm doing would not have been possible without this one tool. So I want to make sure that you guys get access to that too. We're going to talk about that here towards the end of this video. But what I want to do is show you guys really quickly some of the things that I've been doing on my account, on my channel, to get, you know, those increases. Like I was saying, like, this is our views. Like, we were at 2,500. I believe this is on a week-by-week basis. So we were getting roughly 2,500 views per week. Now we're, you know, approaching 7,500 plus per week. This week isn't even over, and we're already at 7,500. So we'll probably hit about 8,500 to 10,000 this week. But everything is, seriously, it's growing so fast. And I want to show you guys these tricks. Not only the tricks, but just the methodologies, the strategy that I use to do this for my channel. So what we're going to do first is we're going to take a look really quickly at my videos, because I think that's one of the first important things that you need to understand about just creating videos in general. So the first thing I want you to notice is if you look at my videos and we go to, let's go to like the 4th page. I think that's when the bad stuff was happening, and it wasn't bad, it just wasn't the best quality, right? So you guys can see, like, these thumbnails right here, nowhere near as engaging as the thumbnails we're using now. All right, and even our titles are way more engaging, have way more to them than what you saw previously or in the past. So we've learned one thing first and foremost, and I talk about this when I talk about email marketing, because as you know, at Serial Entrepreneur Academy, we talk about everything under the sun, digital marketing. But when it comes to email marketing, the one thing I know is that if your subject line and your little pre-head or your pretext is not interesting enough, they're never going to open that email, which means the content that you put inside that email, no matter how valuable, is not valuable because they didn't open the email, right? So what we have understood or come to understand, obviously, and it's obvious, but you know, they're really, when you're starting out, it's hard to put the effort into it in the beginning, but then you realize how important it is. So you're like, crap, I need to start doing this now. So we started doing it, obviously. But what we understood was that with YouTube and creating videos, it's the same principle, or you apply the same principles as you would for email marketing. With email marketing, you have to have a outstanding subject line, right? And pre-header text. So what we realized is that the thumbnail and the topic or the title is the exact same thing as that subject line for emails. So what we have done is we're, number one, starting to focus on almost clickbaity, and I want to say clickbaity because it's not actual clickbait. When you watch the content, it relates directly to what the topic or the thumbnail talks about, right? But we use clickbaity words or clickbaity images to make people want to actually click on the video, because again, as long as the content's not clickbait, then they don't care about how clickbaity the title or the thumbnail is. If you're putting clickbaity titles and thumbnails and the content is clickbaity, then they're not going to want to take advantage of it. So just keep that in mind. The title and the thumbnail is super important to get these subscribers. So doing things like, you know, you'll never see this again, or words in your title like revealed, like we're revealing something, or new strategy, new secret, how to, all of those intent phrases that are really good at driving engagement and traffic to your site. Those are what you want to include in the title. But outside of that, the thumbnail needs to include imagery of the things that you're actually trying to promote. So actually on this video right here, you'll see that the thumbnail had an image of our traffic increasing. So we're actually starting to incorporate that. We're not just doing, we're taking all kinds of strategies. There's all kinds of cool stuff that we're doing, but we're going to start incorporating a strategy where we do the social proof in the thumbnail as well, with arrows like pointing to it and then the call to action copy. So we're going to start testing different things, but this little change alone, just the thumbnail, getting really awesome thumbnails and really focusing in on our topics and our titles that we use in our videos, has been just substantial in making sure that we get more views, more traffic, more subscribers to our channel, which again ultimately leads to more sales. So that's the first thing I wanted to mention. Really focus on your topics and your titles. All right, really focus on your thumbnails and driving traffic by engaging people through click rate and through obviously view rate. So there's two metrics that you have to understand about YouTube that drive traffic and drive sales. The first metric is your click-through rate. All right, what gets click-through rate? Well, your thumbnail and your topic or your title are the only thing that really gauge click-through rate. The other thing is your watch duration, your view duration. How much of the video content are you watching? That's what YouTube says. Okay, well, if these two things are good, we're going to send it to more people for free. So to get a higher click-through rate, it comes down to your thumbnail and your title. So make sure that you're focusing on those two things and spending a lot of time really determining what's going to get people to click when it comes to just the thumbnail and the title part, right? But now let's talk about the other parts of the YouTube marketing journey that I've been going through that have really, again, substantially changed what I've been doing and how I've been able to get these results. Okay, so the two strategies we're going to talk about that I wanted to specifically talk about outside of what I just showed you with thumbnails and with titles, the two strategies we're going to talk about are 75-25 rules, okay? There's two of them. The first 75-25 rule is called the keyword approach, all right? And the keyword approach focuses on two different types of content. Number one, keyword content versus valuable content, okay? So 75% of your traffic or content that you create should be focused on keyword traffic. The other 25% should be focused on value content, okay? So what does that mean? 75% of your traffic should come from keyword traffic. So if I type in right here, how to start a social media marketing agency, you can see right here, all of these things come up with search engine, like with traffic, right? All of these are topics that people have wanted to find some information about. So this is something we would create a video about. We would create something on how to start a social media business. And why? Because we know the traffic is there. We know that people are searching for this. We know that there's not a ton of competition, but there's definitely some competition. So we can fit we can definitely take over some of the space in this specific keyword set. But also the fact that, again, it's all about what people are searching for. If you're creating video topics and titles about stuff that people aren't searching for, you're never going to get traffic. So this type of video is used, or this type of search traffic is used to find new viewers, new subscribers, right? This is going to drive a lot of your new traffic. But also, it's going to get your current audience engaged because it's still traffic or still content that's relatable to them. Now, the other side of that is the 25% approach, right? Because 75% of your traffic should be based in keywords. So 25% of your traffic should be based in value, meaning that you should create content that people might not be searching for, but will be valuable to your audience if they make it through your video. So we use these types of videos to drive people who have already visited our channel or subscribed to other video content that we might have that they might not have even known existed, right? So that's why 75% is focused on getting new traffic, cold audiences, and then it also, stimulates your current audience. The other 25% should be focused on value content they might not be searching for, but will be beneficial to them, okay? So when you start focusing on that keyword based topic, or where you've done keyword research to actually produce the topic itself, I guarantee you this is going to start getting you views and subscribers out the wazoo, okay? So that's strategy or theory number one. Theory number 2 is going to be another 75-25 theory, but this is evergreen versus topical content. So an approach that I recommend, or a strategy that I recommend, is that you spend about 75% of your time creating evergreen content and 25% of your time creating topical content. So what does that mean? Evergreen content is essentially content that's going to last a long, long time, right? It's going to produce views and subscribers for a long time. Where topical content focuses on something that's only topical right now. It's only important or useful at this very moment. So the video might not get a ton of subscribers or traffic, a year or two from now. And the key with YouTube is to create videos that are going to last a long time. The majority of your content should be that style of video. That's why we do 75% focused on evergreen content, or content that's going to last a long time, and 25% on topical. And the reason why we do that is because we don't want to exclude topical content, because we know that topical content is still relevant. It's still going to get views. It's still going to get traffic and subscribers. But it's just not something that's going to last a long time, right? So now let's talk about this tool that I was mentioning that is going to kind of help facilitate you with all of this. There's actually 2 tools. I'm going to give you two tools in this video. So if you've made it this far, congrats to you. All right, guys, so now I'm going to show you a tool. And actually, I'm going to be nice. I'm going to show you 2 tools that I use to kind of facilitate this process, right? Because you have to figure out how the keywords, like what keywords are important, and then you have to figure out, something to kind of determine what your competitors are doing, and then how to cross-analyze those 2 things. So we're going to get to those 2 tools, but before we get to those tools in just a second, what I would like for you to do is, if this video has helped you at all, make sure to throw a thumbs up on this video so that way other people can see this type of content. Don't be stingy. Make sure that other people can view it. And next thing I want to do is, we are creating tons and tons of content about social media marketing, digital marketing for personal brands, influencer marketing, if you're wanting to start a social media marketing agency. So make sure you hit that subscribe button down in the bottom right hand corner over here, and then hit that notification bell, because you want to get updated with this content. Promise you, like, you're gonna want to be notified when we do it. So make sure you hit those 2 things. Now let's get on to the tool that I was mentioning. So the tool that I'm talking about is actually called, there's 2. Number 1 is going to be this tool right here, Keywords Everywhere. So when I go to Google and I type in social media marketing agency, Keywords Everywhere is actually going to bring up this nice pretty list on the side that shows keyword volume, cost per click, the competition score, all of this cool information that shows you whether these keywords are relevant, plus other related keywords that you might not have thought about. Okay, so that's one tool. Why would I use this? Obviously, because it's going to tell me whether things are getting traffic. That's volume. It's going to tell me the competition score. So it's out of 1. The higher the competition, the harder it's going to be for you to get views for your videos. So if you're a newer channel, we recommend you stick around the 10 to 20 range. At most 20 for the competition score. If you're 10K subscribers plus, that's when you can start opening up and going to 20 to 50 competitor score. And then once you hit 50,000 subscribers plus, you can start getting into the 50 plus competitor scores. But you want to know that information, because it's going to help you find the right types of video topics to create, so that way you're not getting pushed out by those big time channels, right? So cool tool number 1, Keywords Everywhere. Make sure you get that. We'll leave a link in the description below for Keywords Everywhere tool. Now, the other tool that we want to talk about is called VidIQ. Okay, so what is VidIQ? Let's go to YouTube and I'll show you what it is. And this is another Chrome extension plugin. So you have to be using Chrome for these 2 tools, VidIQ Vision, and then we have the Keywords Everywhere tool right here. So both of these you can see are active. But what does VidIQ do? Basically, when I type in how to start a social media marketing agency, if I type that in, what it's going to do over here is bring up all kinds of different things. So first 2 things right here are important. All right, what does this do? It shows the average monthly searches for this specific keyword. It shows the highest views. It shows the average views for this type of channel on a monthly basis. Or not channel, but for this keyword on a monthly basis. It shows the average subscribers gained for a monthly basis. All of this cool information, right? Tells you who the top creator is. Luckily, I'm the top creator for how to start a social media marketing agency. Yay. But it also tells you keyword scores. So it tells you the search volume, and then it tells you the competition. You can see search volume is not that high, and there's a shit ton of competition. So if you're not already established in this space and you're trying to talk about, starting a social media marketing agency, it might be hard for you to get a foothold in here. So how would we use this tool to further our business? Basically, what we're going to do is I type in another keyword set. We're looking for high search, low competition. So Facebook business page. So if I type Facebook business page in, you can see the keyword search volume is a little bit higher, right? And the competition score is not as high. So we could potentially create something on this. So let's type Facebook business page, Facebook business. Let's see what that comes up with. And this is what we do. We sit here and we try to find, so the traffic, the search volume is higher than the competition score. This might be something that we use as a keyword or as a video topic, Facebook business page, how to set one up properly. And actually on our schedule coming up, we already have a video planned for that. So this is how you use this tool. But how do you use this tool even further? What's something else that I've been able to use? Obviously, you can see top search keywords that are related to this search, but let's get more specific. So this guy right here has 8,000 subscribers, but he's got 58,000 views. He's got 141,000 views on this video. So let's see what he's doing for his keyword strategy, his targeting strategy, everything like that. So that's the cool thing about vidIQ. It shows an overall vidIQ score. And that's based on your social engagement, your viewership rate, all of that, right? Then you have your SEO score because, again, YouTube is a search engine platform, so you want to focus on SEO, right? So it tells you all of the pieces that you need to improve on to get a better SEO score. So he doesn't have a ton of titles in here, but he is ranking for all, or tags, but he is ranking for all of the tags that he has, number 1 and number 3, number 2 position. So that's great. He's getting suggestions, so that's great. But we're using this tool to look at, okay, what is the overall engagement like for this video? What is the viewership rate for this video? What is the duration of this video? Okay. And that's all this tool does. It helps you analyze that data so that way when you're on the front end trying to figure out what topics you should target, what keywords you should target, you already have a better idea because you know what the competition's using, you know what keywords are working, you know what phrases people are searching for, so you get a better result. Again, all of this leads to more traffic, more engagement, more sales. So let me show you the last thing vidIQ does, and then we'll wrap this video up. But when you're in your actual video channel, let me go to Video Manager and videos. So when I'm in a video itself, it actually gives me suggestions. It gives me things that I can be improving for each video. So inside the video itself, you can see here we have our keywords, what keywords we're ranking for. You want to rank for as many keywords as possible. You want to actually try and get keyword tag volume included, meaning people are searching for these specific tags. So we actually might do some adjustment for these keywords later. But again, it just tells you what keywords are going to be important. It tells you what you need to add into your video to get even more traffic to your video. Just a really cool tool to get a ton of engagement, a ton more traffic, and again, more sales for your personal brand, your influencer brand, your social media marketing agency, whatever it is that you're trying to do on YouTube. You need to implement these strategies because I promise you they will help you get views like crazy. So that is it for this video, guys. I hope you all have found something useful. Let me ask you guys a quick question. What do you think the average length of a YouTube video should be? Is it 5 minutes? Is it 2 minutes? Is it 15, 20 minutes, an hour? What do you think is the best to get the most views, the most engagement for your YouTube videos, or for any video for that matter? Leave that in the comments section below. Make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can get all the updates and tools and resources that we give away on Serial Entrepreneur. And last but not least, hit that description. Make sure you check that out because there's free training down there. There's training there's links to my digital marketing course. There's all kinds of stuff down in the training below, so make sure you're checking that out. Outside of that, guys, we're gonna get out of here. Hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, Serial Entrepreneur out.
Ready to start living the six-figure work wherever, be your own boss lifestyle? Well, at Serial Entrepreneur Academy, we'll teach you how to use a laptop and internet to start your own social media and digital marketing agency. Get started with our free Facebook ads training. Links in the description below, guys. See you in the course. Serial Entrepreneur out.